Niggas coming. Y'all might want to transfer out, do what y'all got to do. Told these niggas it's the first day because they was like, they won one game previously that year, and Coach Prime was not going to let that happen. So he told them straight off, y'all might want to get in the portal. He told the quarterback that shit. I was like, damn, that nigga ruthless. In a good way, because it was a good way to say, you're not going to get any run here. You might as well go figure it out now. I totally get it. But what you just said, Mo, is great too. We're in a situation, right, where young people are not knowing who these older players or older people or older entertainers or any of that is. And so like last year, right, when you first get there, the energy's good. Travis is there. Coach Prom just got there. Shador's there. So you got everybody coming through because there's new energy. You know, I went to a few games last year. I done seen Carmelo Anthony, the Kevin Durant, the Russell Westbrook, everybody was there. Offset was there. And it was just, everybody was there, and that kind of died down. Because people don't know, Deion Cole, he was on Drink Champs, shout out to Noriega, Drink Champs and everything. And he made a really good point. Deion Cole's a comedian, really good comedian. And he made a point to where he was at the BET Awards, right? Well, and they got Casanat hosting it or whatever. And Casanat's going around basically brushing off older stars now at the BET Awards. This is where you give awards and flowers to legacy artists or legacy entertainers or legacy athletes to where they've been doing their thing, and you're sitting there saying, this person has put 20 years of music in, this person has put 20 years as an athlete, this person has put 20, 30 years as an entrepreneur, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. And you got a 21-year-old hosting it, and when he goes around saying, I don't know these niggas get offended. While they ran down on the nigga. Yo, what the fuck is you doing, my nigga? You trying to play me on Twitch? Fuck you got going on? I'll talk to you later. But to Casanat's point, he don't know these niggas. He took a job. He came to do the job. To me, that's BET's fault. You put him in that position because he's lit, but not recognizing you put him in a position to diss niggas. Because Deion Cole said it wasn't just Wale. He said Drewski knew who he was. He's like, yo, don't pay him no more, G. And he said Drewski went up to Casanat and was like, yo, that's the OG Deion Cole. And he was like, all right, what's up? And brushed him off too. You get what I'm saying? When you put people in these positions, they don't know the older artists, athletes, et cetera. The reason I'm even saying all that, Mo, is to go back to your point on when you said you got somebody in the locker room like Ray Lewis. And the kids probably don't understand what the fuck Ray Lewis about. They don't know the dance. Nigga did the, you know what I'm saying? They don't know all the shit this nigga did, my nigga. You know Ray Lewis dance? Exactly, no, exactly. No. You know,
I know who Ray Lewis is. I don't know the dance.
Dance is how you can't know Ray Lewis and don't know the dance. You gotta know the dance. Nigga do all type of shit and do some, yo, you gotta know the Ray Lewis dance. But I respect that you don't. But this is what I'm talking about. You want Coach Prime to get niggas down there? Hire a young boy. Hire a young boy. They'll recruit everybody, nigga. Hire a young boy. Niggas will be flocking down there and say young boy coming in 3 games. Niggas will run to sign down there. And I'm being funny, but I'm not.
You're not.
That's what you got to do, because that's the age group you're trying to get.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
So I kind of want to add to that, because I am like very much a prime example of that. And it's not like I'm trying to be ignorant, and it's not like I'm trying to be disrespectful on purpose, because I think that sometimes people misconstrued like not knowing as far as like you're not willing to learn or you don't want to know. It's just literally different eras, different times. Yeah. Some people grew up on things that I didn't grow up, same way that I know of things that y'all might not have grown up with. Like a perfect example, and I'm going to use one, even though like I do know who Wale is. I love his music, but he didn't in that situation. Me and Sin even argue about cartoons and stuff, and like Cam knows exactly, because I can't even give you an example of the show because I don't even remember what he was saying.
Sin was mad. Me and Sin had a bet, and we called Stat on the 3-way, and Sin was mad that she didn't know who Alf was. He caught a whole attitude. Then he got mad because she never heard of Webster. And so I bet him every person he named. I
You
said,
gotta know what.
why should she know who Webster is? That's why I wanted to bet. Stat is born in 2001. Webster came out in 1984. Like, how would niggas know? See, the reason why niggas like me, Murder, and even Mo to a certain extent, even though we a little older than Mo, the reason we know certain shit like Dennis the Menace or
Dallas
or the Beverly Hillbillies, because we only had 13 channels. We didn't have 1,000 channels. We ain't have no fucking apps. We had to watch what was available to us. We didn't have a CD player in the beginning. We didn't have a tape. You turn the radio on, whatever's on the radio's on. Whatever's on NBC Thursday night, that's what's on NBC Thursday night. These kids got options.
A lot.
So my TV right now got 4,000 channels.
Yeah.
Like, yo, how the fuck she supposed to know Webster and Alf? And what was the last one? I don't think it's Punk.
Killer. She's
No, it was
supposed
the
to know
Cosby
Webster.
Show. He was asking me about.
Yeah. Oh yeah, do she know little Rudy from the Cosby Show? He said the only nigga I know in the Cosby Show is Bill.
Yeah, because that's all I got.
Like, Mace, let me ask you a question. Why should she know Webster?
Because he's a black boy.
What? That doesn't even make sense. That doesn't even. I could list 5 TV shows right now that
you should know
never,
black people.
No,
You should know your black history.
I could list 5 TV shows right now that you've probably never seen or heard of in your life.
Are they black people?
Yes, and they're cartoons.
Who?
You do know Regular Show?
You don't know Chowder?
I know Regular Show.
Okay, who's the main character in Regular Show?
I don't know his name.
What does he look like? Because he's a very specific, bold color. This is what I'm saying.
Yeah, you gotta know Webster though.
Everybody in my
not knowing
group.
Webster is like not knowing. Let me give you somebody. Who would Webster be if he was an artist? That's like not knowing. Give me somebody, Mo.
This is not a good example. I'd rather a nigga know Arnold than Webster.
And I know who Arnold is, but
who's Arnold?
The nigga with the yellow spikes.
No.
Yes,
See?
he is.
Oh my
cartoon.
I'm not talking about that.
Oh, well then I don't.
Talking about Arnold from Different Strokes Sports.
Oh, I definitely don't know that. I was like, Arnold, I know, like Rugrats, like
what I'm saying
all
is,
that group.
The reason I compared them to Webster, they too short people that never grew. They played kid characters, but they never grew. Nigga, yo, Murder, nigga Sin said, so you don't know the nigga that Michael Jackson used to be caught carrying around. He's talking about Webster. Yo, Stat said, I know the monkey.
That's all I got.
These young people so disrespectful.
It's not disrespectful. When I grew up watching TV and I seen even the late show, because I was even telling Cam a lot of things I wasn't even allowed to watch because it was inappropriate. Like my parents didn't let me watch curse words and stuff like that.
Yo, Murder,
Like,
she couldn't watch Ted when it first came out.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
It's
almost like when young guys be talking to Charles Barkley crazy. It's the same kind of thing for me. It's like, nigga, that's Sir Charles, man.
And I could see how it's viewed that way, but we're consuming so many different things and there's like overconsumption. You cannot expect me to know every single thing that's going on that y'all grew up with, because like Cam kind of said, you guys had it on display. I would have to go back and you have to find reruns. Like they're not even playing the same SpongeBob episodes.
You know who
that
Martin
they started out
is,
with.
right?
Yeah.
Okay, you good.
But I didn't watch that. Like that wasn't for me.
But
that wasn't
you know
my
who
time.
it is.
Yeah, I've seen the show, but I've never watched it.
See,
like
Martin's
I couldn't
different.
tell you
Martin's
what.
and Bad Boys. Like Martin stayed relevant. Webster been missing since Webster.
Yeah.
Like Nick, you know Webster?
He doesn't
Nick
either.
don't know Webster.
Nick doesn't know Webster.
Yo, Mo, you know Webster?
Al Bundy. Nick knows Al Bundy.
I don't know.
Yeah, I would have bet that Nick knew who Webster was, though.
No.
Nick is from fucking Spain or something. Nick is over there from Greece. He don't know that shit. He just learned English like 7 years ago,
That's
bro.
crazy.
There's only 2 black shows that I know, and it's like my parents would have to force it on. I couldn't tell you which was literally Homie the Clown and In Living Color, and I didn't grow up watching those. That's the only two I can
Okay, you saved yourself.
save myself.
But Stat,
you said it.
No, it's crazy. Sin-Law's mad bets. The nigga Mo, not to cut you off, this is the last word I want you to say. Nigga Sin-Law's about $42 in 6 different bets. She said she gotta know who Rakim is. I said she's not gonna know who Rakim is. We call Stat. He said, what you think when I say Eric B? She said, I don't know. She said, you know who Rakim is? She said, no. Then he gets mad at her for not knowing this shit. And then Stat asks her parents, and then her parents say, yeah, that was my favorite group growing up.
Yeah, literally. I'm like, y'all.
Listen, let me tell you something.
Yeah, I see why they mad with her.
But this is what I'm gonna say.
She should know this.
But this is what I'm gonna say. My favorite group would never be my mother's favorite group. That's just me.
But you should know your mother's favorite group.
Nah, Murder. I just think that you don't realize the options that these kids have.
No, I know. I'm saying, like, you knew your mother's favorite group. Like, I know my mother's favorite group.
I don't know my mother's favorite group. Well, I didn't listen to a lot of music. The only time I really listened to music in the East Side Blood House. My house was not really a music house.
Different lives. So, Maurice, you had a quick take before we wrap.
Yeah, no, it was just in reference to the Deion Cole interview. I seen the clips he was talking about, right. And just to clarify, he was really. I think like once you find out who somebody is, and I think how you go about just even showing basic respect and just like being dismissive, I think he was talking more about that, and I do agree with him with that. Like, you know, once somebody's done something of significance that really people don't do every day. And you're at a show honoring people, you know that these people who walking down this red carpet or these people moving in these places that are secluded, there's somebody. So I think that it's a basic etiquette that he was saying that you should have. And so that was my interpretation of it.
Really quick though, I will say sometimes it's hard to navigate that because if there's so many, obviously if there's maybe 2 or 3 people, you should do your due diligence, which is something that I try really hard to do because I never want to come across as disrespectful because I know I'm around, you know, like people who have been doing their thing forever, legends, all that. But sometimes in a space, especially if you're younger, you can't go up and ask somebody like, is that, like, you kind of have to be able to fall on the ropes and fall in line. So in every case, that is not an option.
He's talking about the disregard though. You know, the disregard for is like when you find out who the person is, is the attitude that you keep after you find out who he is. So the whole fact of not knowing, not knowing who a person is, that's just willful ignorance. But once you know who this person is, to act like they're not important is what he's talking about. And young people do that because we was all young at one time. Somebody be like, yo, there goes such and such. You know how we would be, Killer.
You do it now.
Amen. And on that note, unless you got a final word, Dr. Betha.
He right. That's how I know what he's talking about.
There's y'all's answer.
What you want, nigga? Everything, nigga, super size. 2 Big Macs, like when they doing them 2 for $5.